Hey folks, what a view behind me. I'm at Blackbull Markets headquarters here in Auckland, New Zealand. Speaking of views, you can get TradingView paid plans for free at Blackbull Markets, saving you up to $600 a year. That's right, get either the Essential, Plus or Premium plans absolutely free, and all you need to do is trade from one lot a month at Blackbull Markets. And you can also get a 100% deposit bonus for your first deposit up to $1,000. All you need to do is click the Trading Nut link in the description below. Hey, if you like futures because of the tight spreads and clear setups, go check out Blue Guardian Futures. They let you start trading futures with up to $450k in funding. The best part, you keep 100% of your first 15k in profits, then 90% after that. No activation fees, weekly payouts, and they're sponsoring Chris Eubank Jr. and Birmingham City FC. Go take a look at blueguardianfutures.com or click the link in the description. All right, folks, sometimes you just got to dive in and do this stuff. I'm so underprepared for this live stream, but hey, it's been a long time since I did a live trading session, and I'm in a much better space than when I was last time. So bear with me. I'm just getting things set up here so I can show you a chart. It's going to be gold futures, the April contract. If anyone, it still looks like it's got some life in it, given the fact we're like quite close to the end of it. I'm sorry, I'm just going to double check let me share my screen so you guys can actually see a price chart here. That makes kind of more sense than seeing a whole lot of crap. Live stream, here we go. We'll do this one. Okay, right, so let's get me down here and let's have a look at futures. Okay, so I was going to double check this because we're kind of getting to the end of this contract, I would have thought. Gold futures, what do we got here? April, June. I'm just going to add that and just see what it looks like, and maybe add August as well. Can everyone hear me okay? I'm just double checking that the audio is working fine. Whereabouts people tuning in from would be great to hear that. See somebody, we got the Massive from India. Welcome. Welcome, Fazil. Welcome, Bernard. How's it going? MIB. All right, guys. Right, we're going to get this thing set up. Let's just have a look at the other contract. So this is a 1 minute gold futures chart, which I'm kind of thinking like, when is this 1 minute gonna die? To be honest, looking at the market today, I've got it on another screen as well. You're going to see how average it is. Okay, so this is really weak. Like, you're not going to dive into June and forget August. Okay, so we're still here on this. Happy days, right? Let's get this set up. Okay, so we got 1 there, we got 2 here, we got 5 here, we got 15 here, and then we've got I'd do 1 hour and then 4 hour. Okay, so if you guys and girls didn't check out the weekly stuff that I did at the start of the week, it's on my TradingView profile. In fact, we can have a quick look at that now. So this was my gold trade on Monday that I did on the live stream. So there was 2 ideas actually. So you'll see what happened. So first idea was this one down here. We had a little, it was a 1-to-1. It was a 1 to 1.14 play. Okay, so what happened was it basically triggered us in straight away almost, and then come back down and hit the take profit and then rejected. And so now we're looking to, and I can't really zoom in on this, but hoping to get back up to here, trigger the second entry, and then get this potential head and shoulders, with that being the other shoulder over there, on this move. So that's the overall. So therefore the daily bias, albeit there's some resistance around here that we might need to worry about, is let's have a look. We had that day there, not the strongest. We've got some protection. I mean, like, the daily bias doesn't really play a lot into what I'm doing in this, because there's just like, I'm looking at 5 minute and 1 minute entries. Okay, so let's go back and have a look at this. Now, the bad news is I've picked probably the worst looking market around. Like, look at it. It's just a massive range. And if we look at the 1 hour, we'll zoom in on some of these. We don't need to really have a look at the 2 minute, 1 minute for now. We're in this massive range here, right? We're in this massive range, and I'm just going to save on this. Just so you know, I do most of my analysis on a different chart. So part of Dynamic Traders Club, we use we use the Heikin-Ashi chart. So, but I'm going to just show you guys the candlestick chart because that's what most people are familiar with. And it's just, yeah, you're probably looking at a candlestick chart as well. But Heikin-Ashi is where I'll do some markups and some analysis, and I've got a bunch of other things on there which we teach as part of the Dynamic Traders Club. So I'm just going to, while you guys are sitting there waiting for stuff to actually happen in this crazy tight range and the most, let's call it, untradeable environment whatsoever, I'm going to have a look at the gold futures on the Heikin-Ashi charts here. Now, the other thing to bear in mind, so this is me trading a Blue Guardian account. So a funded account, it's 150K, and currently it's at 1.1. So it's got $1,140 growth. Start of the week hasn't been great. I kind of I've been having a lot of break evens. It's just, I haven't drilled it down much at all. I think I've had a one loss and then I had a win that made it back, and it's basically stayed stagnant from the start of the week. So I don't know if I can even show you it. Just, is that going to be too hard to do? I'm not logged in. I'm logged in on the other one. The only problem, okay, I'll tell you what I could do. And it's going to give away my number, my account number. Anyway, there's a video on the YouTube channel where you can see it. So yeah, fill your boots over there. Right, I'm just going to quickly have a look, and I'll mark up the same stuff here that I'm seeing on the other chart so that you guys can see what's going on. I mean, we're clearly in a massive range here. The question is, so I'm looking at the 4 hour. The question on the 4 hour is, are we going to, and we've broken out of this downward trend, are we going to get any kind of sign before the market closes that this thing's going to go up? So we've come up, we've hit this resistance in here. So we're now like 1, 2, 3, 4 hours, 5 hours, just going basically sideways. What was it? 1, 2, 3, 4 4-hour candles of going sideways. This is like the range of the century. If anyone's trading this successfully, you better be trading ranges. Okay, so is there a setup on the 4 hour at any point? I'm just going to double check that. Okay, so the problem we've got is, this is probably why I struggled this week. I mean, you only had this leg up here, and I think I did get in, but I got out at break even, and then it just shot up. Anyway, that's another story. So let's have a look here. So we did break out to the upside. Let's get rid of this. We broke out to the upside here. Right. But we've also kind of like broken back down to the downside here. So what that tells me is that we're in a massive flux, which is confusion, which is what we're seeing here. So this isn't really helping me on a 4 hour. So I'm going to have a look at a 1 hour. I wonder if there's some other stuff here. Trend line. So there might be a trend line here that, is that one there? Okay, it's miles away. So yeah, so I think, I mean, there is a bit of support here as well, which, I mean, this in fact is probably a micro head and shoulders. Now I think about it. So that's your shoulder. Ah, damn it. Let's do this. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we're probably going to come back down here and then bounce. That's what it looks like. So we've got shoulder, head, shoulder, and there doesn't seem to be any other any other shoulder here on this other side. So that looks like to me, that's what we're looking to do, is get down to there and then bounce. So as an idea, that's the kind of first idea. Everything is actually saying long, right? Everything's saying long. And I just want to jump onto a 1 hour chart now and just see if that holds true on a 1 hour. Just out of interest, is how many of you folks, good folks out there, are subscribed to the channel? How many of you good folks are Trading Nut subscribers? Put a Y in the comments if you are. If you're not, just hit subscribe. And maybe even like this. Oh, damn it. I forgot to put go live on Instagram. Just doing that now. Okay. All right, Instagram folks. Sorry, I jumped on the stream a little bit late, but anyway. Okay, so 1 hour. Let's have a look and see if we can get anything here. So what I like to do is just see if I can work out what everyone else is doing. Okay, so the first thing I've worked out is that, yeah, the 4 hour, they're potentially trying to do a head and shoulders tap with this here. So which would align with this big area of consolidation, this rally, this big base, which is good. So it's a double whammy, and there's a triple whammy in there as well, which is something we teach in the Gold Rush Alpha Dynamic Traders Club. So yeah. All right, so let's have a look at this. Man, it is an average trading environment that I've jumped into. And look, I mean, sometimes that it is average, right? You get in here and you go, this is like looking terrible. But all of a sudden you get a big push down, a breakout, and then something happens and it's like, okay, all right, we've got something now. We got something. So I'm just going to mark up a couple of things here. Okay, so that could be, where the hell's my shoulder gone? Did I get rid of that shoulder? I think I got rid of it. Oh, no, I drew the shoulder on here, didn't I? Okay, I want to draw the shoulder here. Okay. Right. Just so I know where. So, yeah, the push down makes sense, right, to get to this shoulder. So let's draw it on here for you guys as well. So that's what I'm thinking we're doing. We've basically, it's all coming together now. Right, so we've had a why it's 7 o'clock in the morning for me. Give me a break, would you? And thanks for answering my comment of, have you subscribed? Put a yes in the comments. I'm taking, nobody here is subscribed. Please subscribe. Right. What the hell do we call this again? Why am I just having a mind blank on this? So we've had a explosive move. We've now got a correction. That's what it is. It's extension and correction. I can't remember. Can anyone answer that for me? And we're stuck in multiple ranges here, as we have been in now. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Lyle. Leaf. Right. Okay, so what do we got here? Okay, yeah. So we've got this pattern here forming, which is in fact a bit of a pennant. So here's what I'm thinking is we break out of this, fake out of it, right? So everyone in this range, we're going to fake out the range. Everyone in the range is going to go, well, I bought the bottom, and we're going to take them out. We're going to make the shoulder, and then we're going to go higher. Okay. So for anyone that's unclear of that, This is what I'm thinking. What the hell's with this weird looking... Where's my yellow? Okay. And maybe we put an arrow on the head of that one. How do I do an arrow? Why am I struggling with this one, guys? Come on. There we go. Okay. So that's what I'm thinking. All right. We fake out, break in, push out. So the question is, do we get out? Do we get in here? I think there's an opportunity here to get in. This range here, I think it's been in here for a while now. It looks like it's trying to break out at the moment. We're hitting this level here. If we stay there, then it could be... Is it worthwhile here? I mean, we could stay in here, and that gives us a trade up to here or somewhere in here. So I don't really need the 4 hour anymore. The 1 hour is looking pretty good there. I'm just trying to see, is there anything else I'm missing? And look, these things are never perfect, right? So it may not come down and make this head and shoulders. It may not. Okay, so we're getting down to that level there. So I now start to look at what the 5 minute and the 1 minute are doing. So we've got our picture here, right? We've got our picture. 4 hour, we don't need to worry about too much. 1 hour is where we're looking at the entry. So this is this line here. So is there an entry to go long here? And I want to just get it on. So actually, I'm not going to enter on this thing here. I've got the buy now thing on the other chart that I've got up here. Yeah, it is the worst time in market history to trade. Well, it's not the worst. I mean, I trade literally every day on this at this time. So I can usually pick like a good trade here. I'll find a trade in the next hour. But today looks horrific. Yes, it does indeed. It does indeed. How's it going, Victor? Welcome aboard. Oh, market trade live. Okay. Let's see if there's any. Okay, right. So super tans from Instagram. Do I think liquidity will go lower? So this is where it's going to bounce from at the moment. And have we got a reason to get in? Possibly. Yeah, there is actually. Yeah. So I'm not possibly going to buy on the 1 minute. Okay, I'm not going to do it because I'm not ready. But this is where I'll be buying on the 1 minute now, right? I'd be buying on the 1 minute about here, and the problem, I'm not ready because I don't really know where I'm going to get out. But this was where you'd be buying. Let's just put a fictitious order in there and see if it would have worked out. I'm just not ready. And I don't really I've got my hypothesis. So let's just put a 1-to-1 there. Would it get up there? This magnet tool. So I would have got in there, but a little bit too late to the party. Because I'm not used to doing this on a live stream. 1 to 1.2. Okay, let's go 1-to-1. So this looks like, yeah, if there was going to be a turning point, this would be actually now I look at it, hasn't quite got to that trend line. Okay, so this could be the downfall of this idea here, is it hasn't quite got there. I thought it had got there when I was looking at my other chart, but it hasn't quite got there. So could be the downfall, but there is definitely a reason to go long at this point. Okay. But I would like to see it hit the trend line first, at least, because it means that it could come down and smash through this. Okay, so this is just an idea at the moment, and it may falter at the high of this range here as well. Okay, if it doesn't get there. Let's have a look. And this is taught as this method of getting in is taught on in the Dynamic Traders Club at the in the what's it called, to elite members. Okay, so that's actually, we've just rolled over the hour, so that's closed there. It's probably going to try and hit this trend line here, which makes that idea pretty average. But we are still stuck within this range. So that, let's leave that for now. That can do its thing. Okay, 15-minute. Let's have a look at this. Okay. Fifteen minute. The 15 minutes. So there's some confluence kind of down here, which could be that area. Is that the bounce point? So the bounce point's here. So yeah, this little, whatever you call it, kink, there could be some confluence there, and by the time it reaches there, in fact, it is higher than the kink. It is about there. Okay, so there's some confluence here, which aligns to what I was thinking around the whole, do we break out and then push and just screw everyone here? Yeah, so that original 1 minute idea, I think, is not going to play out because we didn't quite get to that trend line. So just as well I didn't take it. Okay, so we're hitting that trend line now. Okay, so that's the 15-minute. I might just mark that up here so that you guys can see that area. I like somewhere around here. 514. Around about there. 513, that will do. Okay. So ideally, I'm looking for like a strong setup on a higher time frame and then taking it on a lower time frame. So, or just a really good setup on that time frame with high time frame confluence. So, for example, 5 minute. If I get it bouncing off this trend line here on the hour, and there's a good setup on the 5 minute, then I'll take it on the 5 minute. If the 5 minute showing a setup, then I'll start to look, and it's maybe not the best setup, but there's some confluence there. Then I'll start to look at the 1 minute and the 2 minute to get a tighter entry. Problem with these ones is the moves, you're always going to get a pullback, and it's kind of annoying. You very rarely get a strong, like, just one directional move without many pullbacks, and therefore you're waiting for the 5 minute to confirm before you can really trade it. Okay, so is this the area that we're rejecting on this trend line? Is this close enough to the trend line? And are we going to break out of it? Is the other thing. Come on. So let's have a look. So I don't think the 5 minutes going to tell me much more. I mean, what you can see here is we're actually printing candles. I don't do this normally. I don't do this where I've got candlesticks and I'm actually looking and analyzing a Heiken Ashi chart at the same time. So it's a bit difficult for me. But you got these big wicks here, right? And then you're starting to eat away at them with these bodies. So This could be our second attempt, but there's no real setup here on the 1 minute or 2 minute. So these guys are having another go at it. We haven't had a trend line break on this time frame, so that's the safer play, is to wait for this like trend line break here. And if you want to get in earlier, you're going for a trend line break here. So basically it's come up, it's hit that trend line, and then it's failed. So is it going to have another crack at it, is the thing. Usually when it fails, it doesn't come back, but who knows? Anything can happen. Righty ho. What do we got here? So nothing on the 5. At least we're breaking out, trying to break out of this, right? Are we going to see this thing hit? We can zoom in on that and get a good view of it. And then see if we get some confluence here with this. So this is the breakout now, is it? Yeah, so it's a little bit higher than the 4-hour head and shoulders. So, I mean, it's no guarantee it's going to get there, right? Assuming like it's going to try and make a head and shoulders. It may not. As I said, it's kind of looks like it has broken out to the downside. And if we, in fact, change this to there, this candle here is going to be the telltale for the, like everyone else seeing that it's broken out to the downside. And if it does hold, what do we got? 4 hours. We got an hour and 52 left. Okay, so we hit that line. Right, we hit that line. What have we got here? 1 minute, nothing. 2 minute, nothing. 5 minute, nothing. So the question is it worth having a crack at this line to get a move up, which would have got 52 minutes left in the hour? You want to see a good setup, and I'm not seeing anything at the moment. If I do see a good setup, a solid setup, I would take a smaller move. Okay, here we go. This is breaking out now. Yeah, okay. So now it's kind of trying to break out. Now we see, is it going to get here? Is it going to get there? It's already made its like mini head and shoulders here. You can kind of see that shoulder, head, shoulder, right? This is just stuff that I've seen. Okay, so we're struggling to get out of there. Everyone that's faded the trend line here, i.e. just got in as soon as it hit, now is worrying about their stop loss, which is getting smashed. Okay, so down to the 15. Actually, it was a little bit lower, that level. It was a little bit lower. I'm just having a look here on my other chart. It's hard to line it up. Okay, 15 is hit now. Okay, so that's the 15. Just hit now at the bottom of that. Okay, so are we going to try and get the head and shoulders, or is it going to fail? And then the whole idea goes out the window. The whole idea goes out the window. Okay, so 15's looks like it's failing this level. Well, it's not failing. I mean, it's pushing through it. And we've got a massive push down. Okay, so this is where we sit on the hands, folks, and don't worry about this. As I said up here, when you get this, where it rejects off a trend line, you can get those pushes down. Okay, right, so head and shoulders now is in jeopardy, so we can get rid of this. Don't need to look at that. It's probably coming to the bottom. Okay, so if given that, are we going to, I mean, it's never perfect, right, guys? It's never perfect. So I would say the next one outside of this, why is it not letting me drag it? is going to be probably there. So it could come down there. Then you've got a kind of a Quasimodo head and shoulders. We adapt here. We adapt. So no reversal signs, no nothing. What do we got? 3 minutes left on the 15 and the 5. And we've got a ton of time left on the hour. See, this is what becomes annoying is like you kind of know what it's doing, but you just can't get in. And I mean, like, had I jumped on a bit earlier, would I have taken something from the top of this range here? Probably not. There might have been a reason to here. Damn it! Why is it not drawing? So that point there, which was essentially that there, look, it would have been. Sorry, let's have a look where it is. Yeah, it's that spike up there. Okay, so at this point here, what I've got? Could I have got an entry in? Nah. Nah. No, very hard to get this. Very hard to get it. You would have probably had to. Yeah, you would have had to sit through a lot of crap. I'm not going to lie. You would have had to sit through a ton of crap to get there. Okay, so where are we at? Where are we at? So we are getting some bounce here. I'm desperate to get out and get my second coffee. What do we got left? 2 minutes on the 15. 5. Is there another trend line there on the 5 that we could actually leverage here? Okay. I don't think we're going to see much in the next. Okay, hang on. What's this? Nah. Right. Bear with me. I'm going to get a coffee. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Not even that. Hey, Christopher on Instagram. Love the podcast. Brilliant. Thank you, mate. I'm going to get some interviews going soon. Don't worry about that. Do I think liquidity could be lower than this? Well, we're seeing the rejection happen here on the 5. We got 1 minute left, so that could end up coming back. Who knows where it could get to? I honestly don't know. It does look like it's reversing. That was probably the end of the move. Let me get a coffee. I'll be back. With the cup. Right, sorry about that. Finally got the coffee, which, yeah, it was much needed. Okay, so the good thing is we're kind of getting that head and shoulders rejection. Didn't quite get to the level I thought. It might still get back down there. Who knows? Like, there's been I haven't seen a clear indication of a reversal entry for me at the moment, but it may come. It may come. It may not. I'm trying to see if there's any other confluence here with that level. I mean, I can sort of see why it stopped there. Okay, so this is really the kink here. Bottom of that fair value gap, if you were looking at that. So for those that don't know what it is, I think most people do these days. Bottom of the fair value gap that's your fair value gap there, that gap. So come to the bottom of it, took everyone out that had their stops, blind faded it. I actually had a indicator that I was giving away last week where it got a strategy on the fair value gap. So I think it would have been, so at this point here, when the candle closed in, you would have gone long and your stop would have been at the bottom here. I don't think you would have got 1R out of it, unfortunately. It was a 5-minute strategy. So yeah, no long opportunity. There is a short opportunity at the moment, but I'm not going to take it because I'm kind of expecting it to be the move to be over. But yeah, so I would be on, there is a short opportunity on the 1 minute, but I'm not going to take it because I'm expecting it to fail, and it would have been like somewhere like this. That candle. Okay, sorry, it would have been, yeah, something like that. So yeah, I'm not taking it because this is where I'm expecting things to bounce from. But it's good to mark these up and just see what the story is. See if it would have worked out. Did I get it wrong? I mean, we're in a downtrend now. Sorry, is it a short opportunity? I'm just double checking my rules here. Okay, there's a reason that you might not have taken this one. There's a reason you might not have taken it. It's a little bit iffy. It's just it's probably the move could be over. It depends on what side of the coin you're on, right? If you're a breakout trader, you're going, oh, okay, great, massive breakout, here we go. But we've got our analysis that we've done, and it said, nah, this is not the one to take. We've had this push up. We've got the correction. We've got the fake out. And now, in theory, we got this push up. So I would expect this one not to work out, but you never know. This could come down and have another crack at it before we do the full reverse. I mean, there's reason to filter this trade out as well without this knowledge here around the levels. Just purely on what's taught at Gold Rush Alpha. But for the interest of the stream, we'll put it in there and have a look and see what actually does happen. So now, like 5 minute, it could be coming down about here, have another attempt, which wouldn't quite get us into 1R on this. But anyway, I'd say down here, when we could even do and come down and try and hit the bottom of this level here that I drew. So it's failing to really push higher. It's creating a little range on the lower time frames. We've got we've got 38 minutes left in the hour. Yeah, it's one of these ones where the breakout, yeah, we could go short, but I'm just not going to do it. Just not going to do it. Okay, so there's actually, is there another setup? Yeah, there's another setup on to go short on the 1 minute with a tighter stop. Is it? Well, it's iffy. I mean, with Gold Rush Alpha, you do get a lot of setups, and the job is to filter the setups. That is the big job. So this would be filtered by the same rule that filtered the first one. While we're waiting, is everyone hands up in the audience or a yes in the audience if you have downloaded the Trader Zen app that I created? Trader Zen, Z-E-N. I'll show you the app in a second. I'm just going to get it up here on the phone. So that's it there. It's actually getting a bit of a revamp to be way more user-friendly, but this is the app here, if you can see it. So it's basically a daily audio. I'll play this one today. You can't rush wisdom.
You want to know it all now. You want to skip the stumbles. But growth refuses to be rushed.
It's a bit of hypnosis. It's
that
a bit of
for speed is common. Every
NLP,
has felt it.
affirmations, you name it.
Behind. You are simply on the path. I am the kind of trader who learns steadily. I let patience sharpen my craft. I trust time to do its work on me. Why is it so easy to take one lesson at a time? Why do I feel stronger each day I stay consistent? Why is wisdom flowing faster when I stop chasing it? Now breathe with me. In, soften your eyes. Hold.
Okay, we got a breakout to the upside here on the 1 minute. So, but we've got some resistance that we're hitting, not the trend line. So whether or not that's going to fail or carry on, it's not the strongest breakout, but it was a breakout regardless. I'll show you. That's the breakout there. Okay, it's looking like it's going to try and break out of this thing. Still no setups. Here we go. We are definitely trying to break out. So there could be a setup coming, all right? So this is what we've been after the whole time, is we've had the rejection here. We've come down, head and shoulders. We've got our level here that didn't quite get hit. It's now trying to break out. There's a lot of thin liquidity up here. And this is a big fair value gap here. We need to break back into this range here for us to have that upside opportunity. So the question is, can we get in at this point here where we're breaking out on the 1 minute? I mean, I don't like taking entries on the 1 minute, but you can get really good risk to rewards. So has it done enough? So we created a new high. We've hit that trend line again. Okay, I can see where we got stuck. So we've hit that trend line again, that one we drew ages ago before the big drop. So this could be where we get screwed over. What have we got here? Yeah. Even though this was a massive drop, it's probably the end of the move drop versus a breakout drop. What I want to see, though, is this hour in the next 30 minutes to close up here as a bull candle, and then we know where we're headed. Okay, so the 1 minute's got like not really what I would consider a setup to go long, and you wouldn't take it on. I'd take nothing at market here. Nothing at market. It's 50-50. Just sit and wait. Okay, so we got a potential for a breakout to the downside. If we can, where's my magnet tool? potential for the breakout to the downside. So we're now in limbo land. We've, in fact, have we broken out? Well, there's a micro breakout of this. Here we go. This is what we're going to see. I mean, so the setup, if could happen on this candle here, we want to see if we can break this trend and then we're good. So I'm going to set my order on my other chart and potentially take this. Okay. It's aggressive, but got 1 second left. Okay, so the order's placed. I might just drop the risk on it. Damn it, wrong button. Okay, why is it not changing? Oh, crying out loud. Oh, we'll stay with the same risk. It's not changing. Okay, we've only got 30 seconds left with this order. It's either going to break or it's not. So if it breaks above here, we're in. If it doesn't, it's deleted. 19 seconds. It's aggressive, but we get the start of the move. In fact, it's setting up as another setup candle here. Oh no, is it? Yeah, it could be. So I can reduce my risk a bit. Okay, there's still another setup candle. So we're going to stay in another minute. And this one has got a chance getting filled because it's quite tight. Okay, so we want to see this close above here, and we manage the risk based on how it plays out. Okay, we've got 35 seconds. So we're trying to anticipate a break out of this. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Okay, it's not going to happen. I'm going to close the order, delete it. That setup is not looking flash now. But now, sorry, it's now setting up again on this candle. Okay, so the good news is our risk is much lower now because I've reset the order. 2, 1, yep, that's another setup. Okay, so we're in the setup again, and we'll anticipate. So we've got the breakout. Got super tight risk here, so we're basically I draw it where we're in. Okay, so we're kind of like in the air with the stop loss. Stop loss is there. Okay, so we want to see this break and carry on up. And where are we going to get out? I mean, this will be the first place to try and get some profit. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, no. Head and shoulders as well here at the moment. Okay, so we're at 1R of the risk. It's a breakout phase, so we're gonna close it. I mean, I might come back and try and retest this trend line, but let's just see. We're trying to get to the top of that thing at least. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We try again. Now, there is some resistance that we're going to face here as well. Okay, so breakout, quick retest. We want to see this retest hold. If it doesn't, if it breaks back into this trend line, it's all over, Red Rover. Good thing is we got 2 trend lines there, which hopefully keep us in this trade. What do we got? 4 seconds left. Come on, we want a rejection now. 1 second. We might be all right now. We might be all right. Let's have a look. We want to see. So it's broken. It's retested. It might try and retest again. It didn't quite touch that line. Didn't quite touch the retest, but it was close enough. So let's see if we can break through this. At that point there, I think I'm definitely going to have to move my stop to break even. Or is it going to just be a 1R trade that turns into a loss? Desperate to try and touch one of these trend lines. So this is aggressive, right? It's aggressive because we are on a 1 minute playing a 4-hour move, which, you know, doesn't really always work first time. Okay, so this thing here is not playing ball. What do we got here? We want to see this one just, if it breaks the low of this candle, okay, we're going to be probably wanting to cut it. Okay, so that's broken the low. We're now in risky territory here. We got the 1R, but it's in risky territory. We're really hoping for this trend line to hold. Is it? Oh, maybe might be in luck. We'll see. We'll see. If 30 seconds left, we want to see it close above this trend line for us to be still safe. Okay, so it's closed above. I would have preferred to see this happen way earlier. This trade is looking pretty shaky. 20 seconds left. There's people trying to buy down there. Let's see if it holds. If it closes on this side of the trend line, I might actually consider getting out the trade. Okay, 5 seconds. Let's have a look. Okay, I'm just going to move the stop up. It's not looking that flash now. So we got stop below here. We'll take less than a full loss, because if it comes down again, we're probably going to get stopped out. Okay, so we're back in the positive territory. Is this doing what I want it to do? Oh, I just wish it was like more time. I could take a break even, but the risk is now mitigated, so I'm just going to hold. Now we've got some other traffic to deal with here. We're going to have to break this trend line here. So if that doesn't break, I'm going to move the stop to break even. Let's have a look. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Okay, it could come back and retest. It hasn't given a chance yet. Okay, gapped up. Okay, right. Break even. Because if this doesn't break through, we are out of this thing at no loss. Yeah, so we're out. It's actually hit my break even on my one. Where I'm out at break even. It didn't break that additional trend line. So let's have a look and see what happens. We got 18 seconds left. This is where you're going, oh, now I want it to fail because it's like I've suffered and I should at least be right. But, you know, you're sometimes right, sometimes wrong. So we got out. I got out at break even on that one. It did go 1R. And yeah, it's now closing below that trend line. So who knows what? It's turning into a bit of a mishmash of trend lines. I'm going to just zoom out a bit here and get back to reality. Okay, can we get another entry is the question. So we've hit that trend line again. So let's delete that. Okay, so we did the right thing by running this in real time and making sure you don't think that you know it all. Okay, so this would have been the original idea. The stop may have just held. The stop would have held, but now we're in real jeopardy here, right? Because we've smashed this trend line here, which is no longer a trend line. It's just a whole lot of crap. And we now we've sort of broken out of here poorly. We did break out, but we're going to see if we can get back in again. And I can kind of see we struggled on the 2 minute as well. I mean, 15, we're on a level that we could push up from. So sometimes these reversals are going to take a bit of time, right? And you're not always going to get them on the first try on a 1 minute, but you just got to manage that as well as you can. So yeah, I mean, it was break even for me. Okay, who's this? Leon 4518. Where is 4518? Oh, when it gets back up here, 4518 is the best entry. Okay, so basically you're breaking back into this. I mean, I think if you get a close in here, 100%, yeah, this is now, you know what it's going to do. At the moment, we're just trying to anticipate what it's going to do. Okay, so now the initial retest has happened of that line. It was like super average at the start. I'm just going to go to the 5 minutes, just have a look. We're not getting any setups on the 5. We're not getting any setups on the 15. Ideally, if you get setups on the 5 and 15, it's so much easier. The 1 minute is tough when you haven't got a setup to play with on a higher time frame. Trying to work out what it's going to do. At the moment, the only thing I can see is the 15 is holding, and that level's obviously held. As I said, it could come down here. It could come up to here. Actually, this is a 5. It's right on a bounce level at the moment on the 5. It's on the 5 minute is where we could be seeing this. This could be the retest that works versus the one I picked, but there is no setup on any time frame that I can see. No, unfortunately, no setup. In fact, the 1 minute is potentially a short. So we've got conflict here, right? So we got, so the 1 minute showing a short setup. It's not, that doesn't mean we're in. It just means there's a short setup. Here it's actually showing we bounced and retested. And here we've been protected with a level. In fact, we've now got a range that we're dealing with, multiple ranges, in fact. So yeah, that one minute idea probably actually won't even get filled. Okay, so retest of the trend line. Nothing I could do, right? There was no entry. I mean, I'm not trading candlesticks, so candlestick entry. Yeah, you had a retest of the trend line. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Here you go. You've got your move. So we got in a little bit too early up here. That was a better play, but there was no way to get in. So there's nothing I can really do. We just watch it. Damn it, we had the trend line, we had the break, we just had a super tight stop loss. And then it never really, I believe if it had come back and touched that trend line with this candle or this one, or even this one, I suppose, it would have done this. But there's orders sitting here and they just didn't get filled. Well, that's my guess anyway. I don't know for sure. What a pain in the butt. Now we've sort of got this trend line that I drew earlier, which is probably going to give us some kind of trouble going into there. So this was my, literally been all yesterday, the day before, just struggling, trying to get setups when there are no setups on these. Like normally I want to see a setup on a 5 minute or something setting up on a 15. And for whatever reason, When I've been at the charts, there just haven't been any. So yeah, what do we got here on the 4 hour? Going back to where we started, the first thing I said was I've kind of worked it out. I've worked out what they want to do. They want to come down, make the shoulder to the head and shoulders, and fake out everyone that's in here in the range, and then they're probably going to close in here and then push it higher because we've had an impulse correction. And now I remember what it was: impulse correction, and then another impulse. So unfortunately, I'm annoyed that couldn't get in here. The thinking was right. The chance of getting in just wasn't there. And I'm still looking for chances that weren't there, and it's just not there. It's just not there on the timeframes I'm looking at. I wonder if 3 minute had it. 3 minute had a set up, but no, neither did the 3 minute. I mean, look, we're trying to pick I was trying to pick a reversal here at this point. Okay, so this could be interesting though. We could be getting into a setup, right? We could be getting into a setup here. Okay, so it's broken above that trend line. I would say if it comes back down, it doesn't even need to hit this one. It could actually no. There's some 5 minute resistance here. We're getting up to that level that older. Was it 518? 518. We're up to 518 now. 520, in fact. So this is where you'd be getting in. I'm not seeing anything on my end at the moment. I mean, this is quite telling. We've broken above the trend line. The next candle will tell us what's going to happen next. I mean, this is a range here. We're going to probably get rejected at the top here. And our only bet is to come in probably around about this area consolidation and try and take us up to the top of the range. Like, oh, geez, sorry, too many things like that. Okay, so we broke back in. What does it do now? I haven't got any information there. So I'm thinking, yeah, we probably try and come back down here. That might be a good bounce point to go higher and then have another crack at this trend line. The good thing is it's been broken, but the other downside to it is sometimes if once it's broken, it okay, sorry, 9 seconds. No setup for me here. No setup. I think the 2 minute might be the way to go. The 1 minute's just too far into the move. It's like a half setup. It's not really there. Yeah, there we go. Failed there. I want to see it come back down here. That's what I want to see. Yeah, usually what's going to happen here is we could possibly have another retest of this. Now, that's what I'm worried about. And if we do have another retest of this, like any stop you're going to have in there is going to need to be miles away. No, is that rain? So have we got confluence here? Let's just have a look. Yeah, we have. So there's like areas here that we can get in, which is sort of around that trend line. So ideally, we want it to get back here. Or we potentially get a setup on the 2 minute, which is kind of half setting up at the moment. We've got another minute left on that. The 1 minute's showing a potential long. If these highs, if this high breaks, that's the only scary bit. Not scary, but there's not a lot of scope in it though. There's, in fact, like bugger all scope. I think the scope is actually to the high here. So if it did break that, it'll just there and then double top and potentially come back down again. At least back into here. So this is me just trying to predict what's going to happen. It's good to do that because you kind of get a feel for, are you reading the market? Like, is your read on this good? So what I thought it could do, double top down here. Now we go on the 1 minute. But it's not actually even breaking above. And we've got a weak bull there. So we're probably going to fight around here for a bit. Okay. Has anyone liked the stream, folks? Has anyone liked it? Oops, 518 is still up there. Has anyone liked the stream yet? Okay, 2 minute. Here we go. It's starting to look like a setup on the 2 minute. Right, just homothermos. I don't know if people are still watching on Instagram, but there was a guy question there. Do I only trade gold? I've not only. I mean, mostly. I've been trading gold for like more consistently gold than anything else. Okay, so it's gold is the one that I would typically trade. So I've got charts going on all over the place here. Right, so we got this one coming down here. Yeah, consolidation. Okay, so the 2 minute does look like it's setting up for me. Does it? I'm just zooming in on it. Maybe not. Nah, not really. Not really, unfortunately. It's kind of a half setup. Yeah, I reckon another push down was going to be needed. And in fact, sorry if I double check this. Yeah. I don't know if I can get a setup on the 2 now. Oh, could I? I could do, but I need some upward pressure. I need some upward pressure. In the 1 minute, what do we got here? It could even be the 1 minute. It could even be the 1 minute. Two a.m. here in Cambodia. Yeah, off to bed, mate. It's late doors for you. Midnight in India. Yeah, I know. You guys are up late. Late. Okay, so we got a trend line bounce here. So had I blind faded that, which I don't do, I could and had like a super tight stop loss. So if my stop loss was here, not even 1R, that's why we're not taking this stuff. What's the 5 minute looking like here? So we got the bounce where I thought we'd get the bounce. 5 minute. 3 minutes left. It is indeed a setup if it closed now. So if the market doesn't do a hell of a lot, we've probably got a 5 minute entry. It looks scary. I'm not going to lie. It looks scary because we're going against the overall trend, which was down. But we just got to bear in mind that this was the thinking here. And we want to close back in here. So, in fact, sorry, is that a 1 minute setup? It is actually a 1 minute setup. I'm going to take this 1 minute setup. If I'm quick enough, that is. Okay, anticipating the 5-minute setting up, we get in a little bit earlier with a super tight stop again. This could be, it could be all right. So where is the entry for you guys? It's there. Stop loss there. So if it gets, it's got to come up and basically tag us in. And I've got 5 seconds left to do it, but I'm going to reduce the risk and it's going to be even tighter. Here we go. Get in. Okay. Right. We should be in here. So it's now, the entry is now down here. Okay. Let's see. Now, the good news is my risk is super tight on this one. So if it doesn't work out, real low risk, you can see here, right? So it's a real low risk. But this is, once again, we're trying to anticipate what's going to happen. Let's have a look at the 5-minute because there could be another way to get in this thing. If we don't get in, if we get stopped out, should I say, then the 5-minute should be setting up with a trade. So I don't know. Yeah, the take profit is uncertain at the moment. If the 5-minute works, then this should be we're going to get this. Are we going to get the breakout? We tried. Now, come on. How many seconds we got left here? So we're into the next minute. It's not looking that well. It's not looking promising because we kind of just stuck. Now this thing here was what the hell? Okay, this could be a good target if we were going to go for a target. Oh no, here we go. Is it not going to work? Okay, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Got 11 seconds left. Okay, so we want to see. We've got a couple of options here. One is the 1 minute plays out, and we get a little bit better pricing to get in. The second one is the 5-minute plays out. So the 5-minute, we need to play. Oh damn it, we got stopped out. Okay, right. So I'm going to put the 5-minute in, and this is a bit bigger risk because 5-minute usually does okay, and we're actually only probably going to go to the high. Oh, look at the crying out loud. Okay. Left it too late. Oh, I know why I got stopped out. Damn it. They closed the orders. They closed the orders here on Blue Guardian with 1 hour to go. So this is all hypothetical now. It didn't hit my stop loss. It's miles away from it. Jeez. Okay, did they? Oh, so I actually made some money on that. It was break even, but I made some money. So yeah, Blue Guardian, the hour before they stop, I was trying to place trades the other day. I was like, what's going on? The hour before the market closed, they, close all orders. So here we go. Oh yeah, big massive spike. Right, okay. Do I jump on Black Bull and try and get the fire? Oh, damn it. Like, are you kidding me? You're kidding me. Let's get rid of this comment. Annoying. So 5 minutes played out, right? So I would be taking partials around about where it hit that level, that trend line. But anyway, let's see what happens. An hour left. It's probably this could be the move. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I should have been more aware of the time, but I haven't done these live streams, as I said, for a while. Yeah, looks like this is the the move that we're trying to catch. We're already at, what's that at? 1.8. And so we're going to take partials here, weren't we? This was the dodgy area, which is what? 2.4. So the 5 minute is played out. So in fact, you're now trading a 5 minute trade, right? So 5 minute, I would have actually had a worse price though. I would have been up. I believe it's there. 15, 18. Actually, yeah. Sorry, it's exactly where old Mr. Cambodia was saying 15, 18. That's where I would have been getting in. So we've closed above this original trend line, which is great. Oh, man. This is like, just for crying out loud, what do I need to do to bank some profit here? The break-even city. Unreal. Unreal. All right. I'll probably just go to the top of the hour here and then you guys can see. What does everyone think about this? Have I picked a good trade here or what? Just the wrong time of day. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. TP1. What was that going to be? 2.45. Right. And okay, if we're looking at this, what do we got left on the hour? 52 seconds on the hour. So this is going to close within this thing here. Away laughing. What a joke. What a joke. 38 seconds left. Close within the thing. And then we're buying all the way. Look, it might come back down to this level again. It might do that. That's a possibility. Or come down here, which would have kept me in it just. You can see the line on the 1 minute chart, the dotted line, right? Would have kept me in it just. That's if we can stay there. 9 seconds left. Can we do it? Do we do this? Yeah. So we closed in there. In fact, it's such a weak close in terms of we're going up. We will go up. We will go up. Right. We've closed back in this range. We're going to get the other side of the range, break out. So at least I know what I'm going to do when I jump back in on Asia. If you do want to see me on Asia, then yeah, smash the like button. Like, can't believe that the trade that actually, so we had a break even here, got out of break even when we saw it failing, which was the right move, and then it come down, would have stopped us out. And then this one here, they did have a higher entry, reduced the entry just in the last minute because I know what I'm doing. And now it is just, that was the move. Now, why are we not in it? Because I heard my little ding, ding, ding go off because we're 5 minutes to 9. And unfortunately, my prop firm, Blue Guardian, who also my sponsor, they, and I look, rightly so, they close all orders. They protect you from the overnight gap. So, yeah, it's actually really good futures trading environment. Like I've tried other prop firms and these guys, the orders don't muck around. You put them on and they just take the order, right? Whereas other prop firms, well, A, they charge you for trade of 8. B, you've got to the order, you put the order on and it's like jumping around the screen like it's got a life of its own. So yeah, Blue Guardian know what they're doing. Okay, I'd be looking to take profit now, like literally now, just to get out of this thing. 3.71. That's where I'd be taking profit. We've got a good trade. We're not going to shoot for the moon. We're coming to the end of the market. That's where I'd get out, ultimately. Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. Do remember, hit subscribe, like, and the notifications bell. Check out all the different things we've got going on here at Trading That. If you haven't downloaded the app, download the Trader Zen app on the App Store. Now, it's getting a massive revamp. Yeah, it's super, super good for getting your psychology right. If you're struggling with all these things that, you know, if you're struggling with, I don't know, let's just pick something. You're struggling with FOMO, revenge trading. Anytime you get that kind of thing, just go and check out the Trader Zen app. The other thing is, the guy who taught me everything that I know and everything you've seen here today, and the stuff that you haven't seen, is his name's JJ. He created this guide, a better candlestick, ultimate cheat sheet, and there's a video there as well. And in fact, the secret bonus 50-day course. Okay. And this is going to give you essentially the foundation you need and every trader should have. And a lot of people, aren't doing it. All right. Well done, Lee Young, new to this and taking the TP. Brilliant. Awesome, mate. Okay, right, folks, that's it. Anything else? Oh, yeah. Hit subscribe on the channel, please. Hit subscribe and hit the like button. Where do we end up with this? Okay, took TP and it's starting to reject. Yeah. Did I get the TP right? Oh, I've still got half a coffee here. Damn it. Yeah, so I suppose the other thing is, Dynamic Traders Club. We've got the April intake open now. It's the early bird. There's 3 seats left. Go and check out this dynamictradersclub.com. So this is the strategy I actually am using today, have used today. So you can have a read through the page, have a look at the client testimonials, and then what else can you have a look at in here? Oh, yeah. What you get is like an incredible thing in terms of the offering. And then, jump down and have a look at the pricing and stuff. So, folks, if you want me to be training you, this is where you go. April intake. I might even be the trainer for the day. Oh, what's rejecting here? Funny that. How did I know it was going to reject there? You can learn this stuff, folks. You can learn it. So, okay. All right, I'm going to sign off. I better get some work done. Might do Asia. We will see what happens. Might do Asia. We're on that trend line there. What's going to happen there?
Hey folks, what a view behind me. I'm at Black Bull Markets headquarters here in Auckland, New Zealand. Speaking of views, you can get TradingView paid plans for free at Black Bull Markets, saving you up to $600 a year. That's right, get either the Essential, Plus or Premium plans absolutely free, and all you need to do is trade from one lot a month at Black Bull Markets. And you can also get a 100% deposit bonus for your first deposit up to $1,000. All you need to do is click the Trading Nut link in the description below. Hey, if you like futures because of the tight spreads and clear setups, go check out Blue Guardian Futures. They let you start trading futures with up to $450k in funding. The best part, you keep 100% of your first 15k in profits, then 90% after that. No activation fees, weekly payouts, and they're sponsoring Chris Eubank Jr. and Birmingham City FC. Go take a look at blueguardianfutures.com or click the link in the description.